Hello students, this video is for grade 9th, day 24, chapter 2 and the topic is linear equation in two variable. In the last video, we learned about the definition of linear equation in two variable, its standard form which is ax plus by plus c equals to 0 and about the solution of the linear equation. In this video, we are going to learn how to find solution of a linear equation, more than one solution, right? In the last video, I told you that a linear equation in two variable has infinitely many solutions, right? It has infinitely many solutions. I'm talking about only one linear equation at a time. Remember, again and again I'm saying I'm talking about one linear equation at a time. Here I'm not talking about the pair of linear equation. So a single linear equation in two variable has infinitely many solutions. Let's solve one question to clarify this concept. Find 5 different solution of equation x plus 2y equals to 6. This is my question. Find 5 different solution of equation x plus 2y equals to 6. Now whenever you get question like that, step number 1 is that I have to express one variable in terms of the other given variable. Okay. Now here you have two options. As we have two variable, so there are two ways to express. Method number 1 is that I can write y in form of x. So here, if I'll shift this y to the RHS side, it will become minus 2y. So method number 1 is that I can write like this, x equals to 6 minus 2y. And what is the second way? Second way is I can write x in terms of y. That I'll write 2y. I am shifting this x to the RHS side. It will become 6 minus x. Then here I have 2y. So the value of y will be divided by 2. So both the ways are correct. But here I am selecting method number 1. Why? This is my way of selecting. You can select this method also. Both are same. Only the difference is that normally I prefer the way in which I have to do less calculation, so that I can solve the same question in less time, right? So normally we avoid writing in fraction. Here the 2 is in at denominator, so whatever number will come in calculation, that will be in fraction. So normally we choose natural numbers, right? Normally we choose equation in which we don't have anything at the denominator. In case if you have denominator in both the question, then try to prefer those equation in which you have even number at the denominator, because the calculation really becomes easy for you. So these are the small tips which you cannot find in your book, and these are the tips from my experience, so which I am sharing with you. Normally I used to do that if in both the question, if it is written in the fraction, then try to choose those equation in which you have even number at the denominator. And in case if you don't have fraction, if you don't have denominator, then try to choose those the equation in which you don't have any denominator, so that your calculation becomes much easy. Because to subtract 2 from 3, 3 minus 2 is much easier rather calculating 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2, right? So that's why I prefer this. So I am selecting this one and I'm solving. Once again let me repeat, you can choose any of the equation, but here I am selecting this one. That's why I have written both the method. So I have selected this one. Now step number 2 is that after choosing appropriate equation, I have to find different values of the variable. Different values of the variable, how to find? Now this is my equation, 6 minus 2y. Case number 1, if for I'll take different cases. I have to find here 5 solutions, so here I'll take 5 cases. Case number 1, if y equals to 0, then what is the value of x? Put y equals to 0 in the given equation. The equation is x equals to 6 minus 2y, right? The equation which I have selected. Now put y equals to 0. Here y equals to 0. So the value of 2 into 0 is 0 and 6 minus 0 is 6. So the value of x is 6 and y is 0. Here I have labeled it. Labeling is important. This is important. Always we label it using capital letter. So this will enhance the beauty of your question, right? So normally I label it. So this is capital letter A and this is my x coordinate, this is my y coordinate. Now do not get confused that here first you write 0 and then you write x. Always remember what you are taking here. This is the value of y, right? So you will write it in the y coordinate only, and this is the value of x which you are getting. So you will write it in the x coordinate only. So this is a place to write the x coordinate and this is a place to write the y coordinate. So likewise I have written. Another one is that y equals to minus 1 I have considered. So if y equals to minus 1, the equation is x equals to 6 minus 2y. So at place of y, I'll write minus 1. So 6 minus minus is plus. So 6 plus 2 is how much? 8. So the value of x is how much? 8, and the value of y is how much? Minus 1. The third one is that y equals to 1. So if I'll take y equals to 1, so x equals to 6 minus 2y. So at place of y, I'll write what? 1, because I have considered y equals to 1. So at place of y, I'll write 1. So 6 minus 2 is 4. So the value of x equals to 4 and y equals to 1. So a small tip again I want to give you, like which will help you throughout your life. Whenever you get question in which you have to represent, you have to solve linear equation graphically or any graph question, if you have to choose value, then I suggest that always take 0 is must. Always take 1 0, 1 negative and 1 positive value. Because in that way, even if after plotting graph, if you extend the line, you will get the negative axis. But if you take negative value, positive value and a 0, then that will give you a clear picture of the points when you represent it on the graph sheet. This is a tip which I am sharing with you. Later on when you will practice, you will get to know. So moving ahead, I have to find 2 more points, right? I have to find 2 more points. So 2 more points are, if I take y equals to 2, then in the same equation I'll put at place of y, I'll write 2. 2 2s are 4, so 6 minus 4 is 2. So the next coordinate is x equals to 2 and y equals to 2. And at last, if I take y equals to minus 2, as you can see that once I'm taking positive, once I'm taking, after that I'm taking negative, so that I can get a clear picture on the entire graph sheet. So here 2 minus 2 2s are 4 and minus minus is plus, so the value of x will be 10. So x is 10, y is minus 2. And the last step is that to represent all the points in a tabular form. So here I have made a table. This row is for x and this row is for y. So if x equals to 6, y equals to 0, x equals to 8, y equals to 1, x equals to 4, y equals to 1, x equals to 2, y equals to how much? 2, x equals to 10, y equals to minus 10. So whatever points I have got after calculation, I have represented it in the form of table. So it becomes easier for while evaluating also, and there is less chance of error. That's why we draw this table. So this is how we find the solution. Now in this case, important point is that answer may vary from students to student, because there is possibilities that you have considered for y equals to 3. So in that case, the value of x change depending on y, right? So it's not necessary that always you get the same answer. Answer may vary from students to students. So based on today's video, I'm giving you few questions to solve as in your assignment. You need to solve these questions. One more thing is that many of you are facing problem while accessing books. In my live class already I have shared the link with you all. Today in this video also, when you go in the description part of the video where I share the notes, I'll provide the link for the same which is given from CBSE. That link, you can access all the books from there of all the subjects. You can see the solution as well, and during this lockdown this will help you a lot. So till then, take care and stay safe and connected. And please subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed yet, so that you can get the latest updates regarding my post. Thank you.